Hi mamas, my name is Stephanie, I'm 25, married to the love of my life from Michigan, and I'm also a new mom. So we have a beautiful, beautiful baby girl who's just turned 2 months old, and I remember when I was building my baby registry, it was just completely overwhelming to me. There were just so many products and items and options and opinions, reviews that I thought I was going crazy. Even into those wee hours of the night late at pregnancy, I'd be up reading reviews, and it just was way too much, and that's like the last thing you need when you're trying to build a human in your body. So today I want to share with you the basics, and we're gonna go over what our most used items have been since we brought our baby home. And I'm getting rid of all of the fluff and just keeping it as simple as possible. So when you're building your registry, you have what you need and you'll be good to go. I also, for today's video, want to give such a huge, big shout out and thank you to all of our amazing friends and family who helped contribute baby registry and helped us feel more prepared. We are grateful and blessed, and we thank you from the bottom of our heart. And while you're watching today's video, I want to hear from you. So leave a comment down below and let me and others know what other parenting items work best for you when you brought baby home. I'll go ahead and leave links down below for all of the items mentioned today or similar by category. Let's get into it. So first I want to start off with car and travel items. So first things first, you're definitely you can't even leave the hospital without your car seat. So we had gone with the Graco Uno to Duo travel system stroller. So it included the car seat here as well as the stroller base and the car seat base. And when I was shopping for my registry items, I did not understand what a travel system was. So essentially you just get 3 items all wrapped up in a pretty package in the same box. You'll get, again, your car seat, the actual stroller frame, as well as your car seat base, the toddler stroller chair too. And if you're just buying items separately, that might just be when you get the stroller by itself, or a car seat by itself, the car base by itself, but it's kind of packaged together to make the price good for you. For car and travel is going to be our car mirror. So we went with the Brico Magical Firefly car mirror, so safety feature, and I wanted this one because it sings some pretty music and it lights up as well, so when we're in the car, baby just has something to look at, something to listen to, and she really seems to enjoy it. It also includes this remote control, which can come stick right on your visor, and you're able to turn the volume up, turn it down, and there's 2 different sound settings. So there's happy music and then also sleepy music too. This big thing we use for car and travel is going to just be sunshades. So we're able to get a 2-pack of these, and they're just really simple. They suction cup onto your car window. Came in a 2-pack, so I have one in my car on the baby's car seat side, and so does my husband. So these are great, especially since we had a summer baby, and they were pretty inexpensive too. Also for car and travel, I want to include a diaper bag. A freshly picked diaper bag, and I've been loving it so far. I think just really going the diaper bag route, I would choose something as a backpack. You honestly could use your college backpack, your high school backpack if you still have it. I don't even use the refrigerated section in here. I simply just use it for the pockets, and I like having my hands free, so I'm able to get the car seat in and out much easier, and I feel more confident on my own if I do have to travel somewhere. All right, and next we have feeding. So I am a formula feeding mother, and that is okay. I wanted to go in with an open mindset. I wanted to try breastfeeding. It just ended up not working out for us, and so we have reverted to formula. But if I were to be a breastfeeding mom, I do want to offer a couple of items that would come in handy for you. So first things, I would say your breast pump is going to be super important, and this was solely covered through through insurance for us, and it was a Della pump in style. Just super simple system. It has a cord, plugs you into the wall, and it comes with a breast the breast pumps and the shields, membranes, all of that. And I did not have to pay anything out of pocket for this. And I did pump a little bit in the beginning of our journey, but I just stopped making milk, and I got a good 2 months out of it, but I just kept, my supply kept dwindling, and we decided to go formula. My husband and I made that decision together. I also would recommend for the breastfeeding route getting a breast milk storage system. So we had gone with the Medela breast milk storage solution set on our registry, and it was really helpful when I was collecting milk. You know, I loved how it came with the 6 bottles, an in-refrigerator storage set, as well as freezer storage and milk bags as well. So it was relatively inexpensive for getting us started. Obviously it didn't work out, but while we had used it, it was very handy. So also I would recommend registering for a BABY, the BABY nursing pillow. Even, you know, this was really helpful in the hospital trying to learn how to nurse new mom. And so you're awkward, and your baby is learning, and you're totally learning too. So I just got the one BABY wraparound pillow, and even though we're not using it for nursing anymore, we still use it for formula feeding, because as my baby gets heavier, it is hard to carry her in your arms. So it just really helps give you the support you need, even though you could probably use any normal pillow. But my husband actually said, please include the BABY on this video, because he uses it more than I do. So you're welcome, George, the BABY. So going back to just formula feeding routes, which again, fed is best. Fed is best. So I would suggest, not knowing if breastfeeding, pumping, formula feeding, you don't know what your style is going to be when you bring your baby home that first day. So I would say just have some formula on hand just in case. Even a small container like this, the Enfamil Infant or Similac Pro Advance as well, is something we had started with until we moved over to Enfamil. And just if you're up late at night, baby won't take the boob, or you're exhausted and you don't even hear your baby because you're way overtired, and at least your husband is able to, or partner is able to get a bottle for the baby. At the end of the day, that's the most important part, that the baby's fed, she's happy. I would definitely just start off with some formula. And for our bottles, you know, bottles can be used for breastfed parents or formula fed parents. We ended up starting off with the Philips Avent newborn starter set. It came with 3 small 4-ounce bottles, as well as 2 9-ounce bottles with the nipples, a couple passies, and then a bottle brush. And you know, I did some research on bottles, and this is the one I think I wanted to try out the most. And luckily our baby takes them. That's not the case for every infant. You just took these the best. It was a good way. I had already gotten them sterilized while I was pregnant, and it just gave me peace of mind for when we came home, like, yes, we have bottles ready. Also want to include pacifiers. So we use the MAM brand, and they come in like 2 or 3 packs as just for self-soothing. You know, it's not bad if your child takes to a pacifier. Sometimes they just need that stimulation in their mouth to help them self-soothe, like same thing with their fingers. But it just really helps being a new mom and trying to figure things out as you go along. And I just like having a pacifier string attached. This was actually a hand-me-down from one of my cousins, so it works just as good, but we'll clip it to her car seat for on the go and just use loose pacifiers around the house. Also for feeding, I'd recommend getting a bottle rack. We love our OxoTot space-saving rack because we have pretty much non-existent counter space, and there's plenty of room to store bottles as they dry, as well as pacifiers, any syringes, and aspirators such as that. We also have our bottle brush, the OxoTot bottle brush, and this just helps get a good scrub to the bottles, as well as we just use plain dish soap Dawn dish soap in order to clean our bottles is what our pediatrician recommended. We also for bottles have the Philips Avent microwave steam sterilizer. Very important to make sure you're sterilizing your bottles at least once a day, if not every other day, just to make sure it gets rid of all bacteria. Now, in the beginning, we did deal with some thrush issues, which is bacteria growing in the baby's mouth. It's common, but we just want to make sure that baby got a good clean bottle, especially the nipples and her pacifiers. Also, we do like burp cloths. So we go through a lot of burp cloths. My favorite, I should say, are the terry cloth kind. So this is just the Gerber brand. We have a couple of different prints and just lays right over your shoulder. It's a good size. It covers plenty. My husband might need like a larger one, but he likes these as well. And then the Cloud Island have worked really good for us. And again, it's just a good terry cloth material. I found that the like the muslin cotton ones just didn't do it for me. They just felt kind of flimsy. And I like how these, are just a little more structured to them, and they just really seem to get the job done. So I like those. So if you have a baby, you're gonna need diapers. Yeah. The hospital let us take a small pack of Huggies little snugglers home. I think it came with like 20 diapers in it. So we started off with that, and then I counted it up, and we ended up using about 300 newborn diapers. We had different brands that we had used. We went from Parents' Choice to like our local Kroger brand, and also Pampers Baby Dry, Huggies Little Snugglers. But overall, in total, we used about 300 diapers, which was a month's worth of diapers. So our baby was born 7 pounds, 15 ounces. And so she was already pretty much 8 pounds, and a newborn will fit up to a 10-pound baby. So they started just getting snug, and that's when we moved to the number ones. Just making sure you have some diapers, and it's something so simple to pick up from the store. It'll just make life easier on you if you do have some ready to go. Also, gonna need wipes. So we just use Meyer brand. It's a Michigan store here. And we're able to get 1,000 wipes for $16.99, which was awesome. It's a good way to start you off just by having that one pack. Pretty much good to go for the month there. I also love our Skip Hop Wipe Clean changing pad. I think any kind of changing pad that has a wipeable surface is a key component to diaper changes, because I cleaned the poopiest diaper in like her first month of life, and it was just, there was poop everywhere. There was poop in my hair. There was poop on the door. So just get some kind of wipeable surface. You will thank yourself so much when the time comes. I also have the Munchkin Step Diaper Pail, which has been working really well for us. We haven't noticed too many rancid smells. It seems to keep it really well contained. So it also comes with a Munchkin diaper pail refills that you need to purchase separately. Comes with 20 bags, which they estimate fill about 600 diapers. And these, again, I think just do a really good job at holding in the stench, the stink, the everything. Going back to messes, because messes are just inevitable. We actually bought these after we realized we needed them. So we just got some cheapo hand towels. I think these ones were from Walmart, get them from Target, wherever, So we just like to lay them on the changing pad, and they just really help if she accidentally pees while I'm changing her. It just helps absorb some of the mess, so you're able to just kind of wad it up and you're toss it in the laundry. Or again, if it's a number 2, you're able to kind of use this instead of a million wipes to kind of wipe herself dry, or at least get it a little bit cleaner before you can go in for some of the dirty work. And we also just had a 6-pack of washcloths, and they're gonna get ruined, so get whatever you need. Just cheap cotton ones. So these are just for smaller messes. If she had a big accident, and just kind of get in there and clean her little bum. So for sleeping, babies do a lot of sleeping in their first few days and weeks of life. Really important that the baby is by your side. So having a bassinet in the room, bedside, super important. So we ended up going with the Simmons Kids Slumber Time Bassinet. And it's a really pretty design, and it has a mobile feature, vibrating feature as well, and you know, she seems to just sleep really well in it. It came with a mattress cover and a mattress pad as well, and we're just able to keep baby on my side of the bed, so I'm able to tend to her in the middle of the night. For sleep, we've been loving the Halo sleep sacks. So our baby would just, she's very strong, so she would just unswaddle herself so easily with a regular blanket, like by her 5th day of life. So we were like, we need something a little more strong. So Sleep Swaddle by Halo, it has just a zipper. So you'll put the baby inside, and it just has like a zipper that zips both down, goes down, zip the baby up, and then for diaper changes, it has one on the bottom, so you just have easy access to the bum when you need to change her at night. And then her little arms, she likes to have her arms up, so we'll put the arms through here. If the baby doesn't mind or prefers the arms down, you can just keep them inside the swaddle. And it's a cute design, and it just folds. You'll cross it over. It has literally all the instructions right there too for you, so it's like no-brainer. And you can just Velcro her in. So this is just really comfy for her. I like the cotton ones. They're really lightweight. I had tried a muslin one, and it was like too stretchy and like didn't have enough like warmth to it. So we ended up going with just the cotton. Another wonderful sleep aid is going to be like some sort of small sound machine. So this is the Home Addicts portable sound spa, and it has different settings. So it has cradle, I'll play it for you. It has cradle, summer nights, like crickets, and then the ocean, which is what we use, our little island baby, and then a brook, like a creek, white noise, and like a heartbeat. You can hear it. So this just really helps soothe her at night and calm her down. You just leave it in the bassinet, like up top by her head, and it helps me and Dad fall asleep too. So highly recommend this, and also the portability. You can bring it around the house for nap times. And for the bassinet, we also have an extra bassinet sheet. Just for laundry changes. You know, we have 2 sets of sheet for our king size bed, and so I got baby another sheet, so I'm not constantly having to worry if, you know, if it's in the laundry, I don't have to wait for it to dry. It's just I have an extra one ready to go. We also, for sleep purposes, I do prefer this like baby size blanket. It's a 30 by 40 incher, and it actually came in like our crib bedding set. But it's just really easy if she's taking a nap, whether it's in the swing, the bounce, or whatever, which we'll talk about, just to kind of tuck around her feet and like her waist. So I just like tuck it around her little body, and it just kind of keeps her snug, but without having too much like extra fabric, which I think is ideal, because you don't want to have too much fabric when you're dealing with a baby and like, oops, they slipped, which would never happen. We also have these push lights. So I remember I had these when I was younger, and instead of turning on a big old lamp, I just have one right by my dresser, right by the changing pad in her nursery, and I'm just able to do a quick push light, you know, flap on, flap off. So instead of just having a night light that's constantly on, I just like having this, and I can just turn it off or turn it on when I need it. I am gonna just mention a baby monitor too, even though we have used ours 0 times. We do have the Summer Infant Baby Pixel video monitor. It works really well. We've tested it out, but we're just constantly with baby when she's sleeping, so we really haven't had a need to use it, unlike maybe when she moves to her crib when she's a little older, like around the 6-month mark. And now for bath time, we have the Fisher-Price 4-in-1 baby bathtub. So right now we do have the infant sling that is attached, and then it kind of grows with the kid. So it also has, you can take that out once they're a bit older, and then there's like an extra plastic seat you can put in too. So I think until like probably your child is like 2 years old, you could probably get so much use out of this thing. And we just use it right in our sink, or I've used it on just the floor before too, in order to give Gianna a bath. We also just use Johnson & Johnson's baby shampoo, head to toe shampoo and wash. So this is actually still one of the trial bottles we left with at the hospital. And as you can see, we have not used much. I swear we do give our baby baths, but babies, they're not getting that like oily and they're not moving a lot. So really it's just a lot of like milk cleanups you'll be doing around the like neck area and upper shoulder area. Otherwise we just give her a bath once a week, pretty much every Sunday, and we'll do just like light cleaning here and there. I also would recommend baby washcloths, specifically the baby kind, because they are like a little bit thinner than a regular like typical washcloth, and I like it because the hospital showed us just to like take your finger and you can like really get in the baby's eyes pretty well, and it's like super gentle too. So these are just Cloud Island. Came in like a 4-pack or 6-pack. Came in a 6-pack of just washcloths. We don't use that many, but it is nice to have on hand, especially for those more delicate areas. We also just have a comb, again from the hospital, so just, you know, style her up, giving her like a mohawk before, so just because she does have a lot of hair, and you'll get this at the hospital, so don't even worry about it. We also have a pack of towels. These are just Cloud Islands, and they're the hooded kind. I honestly don't even really use the hooded part. I just use it as a regular towel, and I just like, again, the size of it, having all that extra fabric. I find like if you use like a regular human adult size towel, is that it's just the baby almost gets like lost in it, and I don't want her to squirm the wrong way and lose her, so I just feel more confident grabbing her in a smaller hooded towel or even just a baby towel. Then we have this cute matching one too with the sheeps. For health and safety items, super important right now, especially given the climate of the world, COVID-19, 2020. So we have our hand sanitizer. I've been using the Baby Organics alcohol-free hand sanitizer, and actually it's like very it's non-drying, which is awesome because it doesn't have alcohol. So we keep one of these just by her changing station, so I'm able to just get a good clean feeling on my hands or if any messes occur. We also have an ear thermometer. So this one is by Braun, thermoscan temperature thermometer, and just has a simple power on button, and then you stick it in her little ear. It also comes with like oops, they're falling everywhere. It comes with like extra plastic pieces to go over the ear just to keep it like super sanitary. Another thing is a nose aspirator, like a booger sucker. So again, this was just from the hospital, and it's just good, especially if the baby's like has excess drool in their mouth. The nurse said, like, you know, because babies don't really know how to like swallow, or they're learning, you know, so it's really important just to be able to get all that excess spit out of their mouth. Like if it's a little, it's fine, but if it's excess, that's where this little sucky thing will come in handy. Or just getting boogers out of the nose too, because babies don't know how to blow their nose yet, and it just comes in handy. We also have not had to use this, but it is just infant Motrin drops for a fever reducer. So thankfully we have not had to use it, but it comes with a little syringe and pretty relatively inexpensive. But it's nice to have, or I at least wanted to have it in case, you know, we needed middle of the night help. SOS. We also, I've used these a couple times, and they were a relief. They're gas relief drops, and we don't always use them, but it's really gentle and safe to use, up to 15 times a day even, or 12 doses a day. So it's nothing, no artificials, no dyes, little remedies, gas relief drops. And then for more entertainment purposes, baby entertainment that is, we do have our baby swing. So Gianna freaking loves her baby swing. Just the simple back and forth motion. So we do have the Fisher-Price Snug-a-Monkey cradle and swing, and this one plays different tunes. It also can either go like horizontal or vertical swing depending on which way you change her. And yeah, I cannot say enough good things about this swing, but in general, just any like back and forth motion, that's what our baby prefers, compared to more of like a swivel effect that the $289 Mamaroo will give, and now it just sits in the corner as storage. So that is, don't make that mistake. And then going with the same little Snug-a-Monkey, we also have a baby bouncer, And I'd recommend a bouncer that has something for the baby to look at. She loves looking at these little monkeys on top. And it has some features on that are battery operated. So if you turn it on, it has little songs, it has little sounds. So it just plays music for a little bit. It also can vibrate. I can feel it vibrating. And then you can just has like volume for up and down. So we use this especially in the beginning. If we were eating dinner, my husband or I would just rock her with our foot while she was like kind of like eating with us, but not really. We also used our pack and play a lot. So we got the Great Go pack and play with a portable bouncer and changing pad on top. So again, it's like a grow with your child sort of system. So we keep it out in the living room, and it does have the bouncer, which is where she would take naps for the first month of her life pretty much during the daytime, and then the changing pad. So we're not constantly walking between the bedrooms to get her changed. We just have an easy place and to change her during the day, or if we're out in the living room watching TV or whatever. And then as she grows, it also has an infant bassinet, which we actually haven't used, but once she outgrows the bouncer portion, I believe we'll start using it for nap time. And then it has like the regular pack and play yard at the bottom. Another item we use daily is a play gym, and so does our cat. So it's a 2-for-1 piece of baby furniture in our house, but it is a 5-in-1 activity play gym by Bright Stars. And so it's really cool because it came with a lot of like accessories that you can unclip and then kind of like play, like this mirror for example. So we'll move this mirror around with her, and she loves looking at herself, whether or not she knows it's her, but she loves looking into the mirror. And it also came with the sound maker, so I'm able to carry this around the house too, or kind of like use it wherever I need. So there you go. It lights up, makes sounds, and baby loves it. I'll get like a good 20 minutes if I need to put her down out of this whole play gym. And it also came with like little noise makers and like rattles, teethers, this like other like monkey rattle too, if you can see it. So, and it also came with like little balls that you'd get from Chuck E. Cheese. So as the baby gets older, again, kind of grows with them, you're able to like close this up and make it into a ball pit for the baby. Something else that's nice to have, just because your arms are like gonna get tired eventually, is a baby wearer carrier. So we have the Boppy Comfy Chic baby carrier, and it's like a yoga material, and it also has like a couple pockets down here. So I've used this a couple times. My husband's used it a couple times. I don't use it as much as I thought I would, but it is nice to have. Like maybe our baby just doesn't like it that much, but it's like this nice gray color, and it just wraps around you. And then it also kind of has like it's almost like a hybrid between like a baby structured carrier and like a wrap. And then you'll end up like tying it around your waist as well for extra holds. And then for clothing, it was like the one thing I wanted to leave until the end, because there's like a caveat. I thought you needed tens of thousands of baby clothes because they were gonna spit up and poop everywhere, and I thought I would just be doing all of this laundry all the time. And it turns out, at least for us, it's not the case. So we have way too many clothes, and I know it's like a good problem to have, but it feels wasteful. Like we didn't need everything. But to keep things simple, make sure you have some baby sleepers, especially with a zipper, and even better if it has a two-way zipper. So this one has a zipper up top, and then also it has like a zipper at the foot, so you're able to zip it up and then get baby's legs out for a diaper change. And these are just super easy, good quality, good material. And I'd recommend having anywhere between like 3 to 5 of these guys. We honestly keep our baby in them like maybe for 2 days, and then we'll change it. So, I mean, just like you and me, we might reuse pajamas, for a couple days in a row, and that's just fine. Babies can too. And if it gets overly messy, yeah, change them. But they're just really easy to wear and clean up. And then I'd also recommend getting some onesies. They come in packs of 3, 4, 5, whatever, and I recommend just having like 3 to 5 onesies. I probably have 25 onesies and I use maybe 2 a week. So there's the math there. And for onesies too, I did in the beginning prefer like these longer sleeve ones, and also with the wrap. This one, oh, we're matching stripes, has like a wrap around, because I was very nervous, especially when we first brought Gianna home, to like take things over her head. And even though she wasn't as fragile as I initially thought, it would bother her when I put things over her head and she'd scream. So I just thought that was a really good solution to have something that kind of just crossed and wrapped around her chest rather than right over her head. Also, just don't buy pants. Don't buy pants. I have not used pants on our baby. I have not even touched the pants. You're just changing so many diapers, anywhere between 10 and 15 diapers a day. And the little leggings, they're cute, yeah, but they're just not practical. So just getting like the onesie on and off, the little snap or the little zipper is like really all you need. I would just say don't get them. They're cute, but don't get them. So I've done a good amount of laundry, and I washed all of her clothes before bringing her home from the hospital. So just something that it will be nice on baby's skin and not too fragrant is what's going to be best for baby. And also just having a hamper. I found having a hamper with holes in it, because once there's like the dried milk, maybe some like leftover poop stains, like there's just bodily fluids kind of everywhere, and it just gave the clothes some room to breathe, because we were having some issues with even like mildew and mold, and it was disgusting. I like this one from Walmart. It's like their Mainstays brand, and it's flexible as well. Alright, so I know that's kind of a lot, but I really took a good amount of time to sit down and write this list. I know it's like 3 pages long, but that's like the most condensed version I was able to come up with, because if we're not using these items weekly or even daily or even 3 to 5 times a day, we're constantly using them. So that's why I would consider them baby essentials. And really, you just need diapers, wipes, food, and love. And a little goes a long way, but these other items are stuff we use like every day, if not multiple times a day. So thank you so much for watching my video, one of my first videos. I would love to see what you think, so leave a comment down below. Also, I'd love if you subscribe, just trying to grow this mom community. And let me know if you have any questions or any requests of videos you'd like to see. You know, I've never had a big sister, so if I can be a big sister to any of you guys, I'd love to do that. All right, bye. See you next time.